What if I told you that 99% of men are making the same mistakes with women and they don't even realize it? Some men effortlessly attract women while others struggle to get noticed. Why? Most people will tell you it's about looks, money, or status, but that's a lie. The real secret, it's about mindset and action. It's about doing the things that only 1% of men understand and that 99% overlook. Here's a psychological fact. 80% of what women truly desire is never spoken out loud. They won't ask for it. They won't make it obvious. But if you recognize it and act accordingly, you'll instantly stand out. And today, I'm going to reveal 9 things that women secretly love, but only 1% of men actually do. Some of these will shock you. Some will challenge everything you've been taught. And number 6, it will completely change the way you see attraction. Welcome to Stoic Spirit, the channel where we help men develop unshakable confidence, a powerful mindset, and the strength to navigate life like a true Stoic. So if you're ready to master Stoic thinking, become a high-value man, and take control of your relationships, hit subscribe right now. Let's dive in. Number 1, be unpredictable. Become a mystery she can't figure out. Have you noticed your messages are getting slower replies? Your conversations feel forced? Your dates follow the same routine, the same places, the same predictable interactions? That's the beginning of boredom. And boredom is the enemy of attraction. Women are naturally drawn to mystery, excitement, and the unexpected. Think about it. When was the last time you were hooked on a TV show where you knew exactly what would happen next? Probably never. Predictability is the quickest way to make someone lose interest. Imagine this. There's a guy named Jake. Every Friday night, he takes his girlfriend to the same restaurant, orders the same meal, and talks about the same topics. At first, she appreciated the routine. It felt stable. But soon, she started checking her phone more often, responding slower, and making excuses to skip dates. Then, there's another guy, Matt. One night, he surprises her with a late-night drive to the beach. Another time, he takes her to a hidden rooftop cafe she's never heard of. She never knows what's coming next, and that's what keeps her intrigued. Women don't want just comfort. They want excitement, adventure, and a man who keeps them guessing. The mistake 99% of men make. They assume that being predictable, always available, always responding the same way, always following the same patterns, makes them desirable. But the truth? Predictability kills attraction. It makes her feel like she's figured you out, and once she does, there's no more excitement. And when there's no excitement, the connection fades. Here's what high-value men understand. Women don't just want stability, they also crave adventure. If she knows exactly what you're going to do next, there's no spark. But when you introduce an element of surprise, even in the smallest ways, she stays engaged, thinking, what's he going to do next? How to apply this? Don't always text at the same time every day. Break the routine. Some days, wait a little longer. Some days, be the first to text. Make her wonder what's coming next. If you usually plan simple coffee dates, switch it up. Take her somewhere unexpected. A spontaneous road trip, a midnight walk, a mystery dinner. Even small changes in the setting can create fresh excitement. Change your habits. If she's used to you always saying yes to plans immediately, sometimes say, let me check my schedule first. If she's used to you always complimenting her, hold back occasionally. Make your words valuable, not routine. Stoic mindset. Life is unpredictable, and a Stoic man thrives in uncertainty. He doesn't panic when things don't go as planned. Instead, he embraces unpredictability and turns it into his advantage. That's power. When you embody this, you become the kind of man she can't figure out, and that's what keeps her coming back. But unpredictability alone isn't enough. You might keep her guessing for a while, but if you can't control your emotions when things don't go your way, all that mystery will vanish in an instant. That's why the next step is even more powerful, mastering the art of silence and emotional control. Number 2, master the art of silence. Control your emotions. She's testing you, ignoring you, pulling away, or even creating unnecessary drama. What's your immediate reaction? Do you rush to explain yourself? Do you send multiple texts trying to fix the situation? Do you feel anxious, thinking you must do something immediately to win her back? 99% of men react emotionally, and that's exactly where they lose power. They let their feelings take over. They panic, they overcompensate, and the moment you do that, you've already lost her respect. The 1% of men who truly understand women, they know the power of silence. They understand that not every action requires an immediate reaction. And ironically, the more you pull back without fear or desperation, the more she becomes drawn to you. When you don't react impulsively, you show strength. You prove that your emotions are under your control, not the other way around. This doesn't mean you ignore her or act distant for no reason. It means you never let someone else dictate your emotional state. Here's how it works in action. If she tests you, maybe she teases you, challenges you, or even flirts with other guys to get a reaction, stay calm, smirk, and say nothing. The moment you react, she knows she's in control. But when you refuse to be shaken, you show her you're different. If she ignores you, don't chase. Most men will bombard her with messages, trying to figure out what's wrong. But the high-value man? He pulls back, lives his life, and lets her come back wondering why he's not affected. If someone disrespects you, don't argue. Most men get defensive. A true Stoic remains composed. He understands that emotional control is his greatest weapon. And here's the ultimate truth. The moment she realizes she can't manipulate your emotions, you instantly become more attractive. Because confidence isn't just about how you act, it's about what you refuse to react to. Whoever can make you angry controls you, Epictetus. So ask yourself, the next time she tests you, will you react like every other guy? Or will you stay calm, in control, and make her wonder, why isn't he reacting? What is he thinking? Because the moment she starts wondering about you, that's when you win. Number 3, stop being too nice, strong yet considerate. You think the more you please her, the more she will love you? Wrong. In fact, the more you chase approval, the less attractive you become. Women respect and desire men who respect themselves first. But here's where most guys go wrong. They believe that being overly nice, always agreeing, and putting her happiness above their own will make her stay. 99% of men fall into the nice guy trap. They confuse kindness with submission. They think that the more they cater to her, the more she'll appreciate them. But in reality, when you make yourself too easy, you become invisible. Picture this. There's a guy named Alex. He does everything for his girlfriend. He buys her flowers every week, always agrees with her, and never says no to her requests. At first, she seemed happy, but over time she started getting distant. She canceled plans. She started seeing him as just a friend. Meanwhile, another guy, Chris, also treated his girlfriend well, but he had boundaries. If she disrespected him, he called it out. If he had plans, he didn't drop everything for her. And guess what? She respected him more, was more attracted to him, and worked harder to be part of his life. The difference? One was trying too hard to please. The other had standards. 1% of men, they command respect by setting boundaries. They don't just blindly say yes to everything. They understand that a man with standards is a man who is valued. They know that attraction isn't built on being agreeable. It's built on being respected. The difference? Nice guy, always available, afraid of losing her, constantly seeking approval and putting her needs above his own. He thinks, if I just do more for her, she'll see how much I care. But instead, she starts seeing him as a pushover, someone she doesn't have to work for. High-value man. He has his own life, his own standards, and he's not afraid to walk away. He doesn't give validation freely. He lets people earn it. Women don't respect men who hand them the world on a silver platter for nothing. They respect men who make them work for their place in his life. How to apply this? Learn to say no without guilt. If something doesn't align with your values or priorities, say no. If she cancels on you last minute and expects you to rearrange your schedule, say no. The moment you start respecting your own time, she will too. If she doesn't respect you, walk away without hesitation. Respect is non-negotiable. If she constantly pushes your boundaries, ignores your needs, or treats you as an option, don't explain yourself, don't argue, just leave. Be kind, but never at the cost of your self-respect. A strong man can be generous and caring, but he never lets kindness turn into weakness. Treat her well, but make sure she deserves it. Stoic mindset. A Stoic man doesn't beg for validation. He doesn't need external approval to feel worthy. He knows that true confidence comes from within. When you stop chasing, when you stop trying to prove yourself, you naturally become the kind of man she respects, desires, and values. Number 4. Don't reveal everything. Be a man of mystery. Be honest. Are you the type of guy who spills everything about himself within the first few conversations? Do you tell her about your childhood, your dreams, your personal struggles, all at once, hoping it will create a deep connection? If so, you're making one of the most common attraction-killing mistakes: oversharing. Here's the truth. Women are naturally drawn to mystery. They want to peel back layers and discover you over time. Think about James Bond. He never reveals everything about himself. He doesn't overshare, he doesn't explain himself too much, and that's what makes him irresistible. Now, let's look at the opposite. Imagine a guy on a first date who tells a woman his entire life story in 1 hour. His childhood struggles, his past relationships, his fears, his financial problems. What happens? She loses interest. Not because she doesn't care, but because he removed the mystery. He gave her nothing to discover. Attraction is about curiosity, and curiosity only exists when there's something left to uncover. But when you give everything away too soon, you take away the excitement. You remove the tension. You eliminate the curiosity that keeps her invested. The most attractive men are the ones who make her work to get to know them. They don't lay everything on the table right away. Instead, they reveal just enough to spark interest, but never too much to kill the mystery. How to apply this? Don't reveal everything about yourself immediately. Let her be curious. If she asks about your past, give a short, intriguing answer instead of a long backstory. If she asks about your plans for the weekend, don't immediately list every detail. Keep some things to yourself. Answer her questions, but don't spill everything too soon. If she asks, "What do you do for fun?" Instead of giving her a full breakdown of your hobbies, say, "I have a few things I love doing." You'll have to stick around to find out. This keeps her intrigued, wanting to know more. Let her ask more about you. Make her work to uncover your story. Women are more attracted to what they have to earn. If you make things too easy by volunteering every detail about yourself right away, there's no chase, no excitement, no thrill. Think about it. If you're watching a movie, what keeps you engaged? The unknown, the anticipation of what happens next. The best stories don't give away everything in the first 5 minutes. They keep you wanting more. The same goes for attraction. Stoic mindset. A Stoic man speaks with purpose, not for attention. He doesn't reveal himself to just anyone. He understands that his value isn't in how much he shares, but in the depth of his presence. When you become the kind of man who isn't an open book, you naturally create intrigue, attraction, and respect. But mystery alone won't make you irresistible. Because the ultimate test of a high-value man isn't just what he reveals, it's how he handles pressure. A man who remains calm in every situation commands respect effortlessly. And that's exactly what we'll talk about next. Number 5. Control your emotions. A man who never loses control is the most powerful. A truly strong man is not ruled by his emotions. He doesn't let anger, frustration, or anxiety dictate his actions. He remains in control, no matter the situation. Most men fail this test. They let emotions get the best of them. They react impulsively when challenged. They lose their temper when insulted. They panic when things don't go their way. And the moment a man loses control of his emotions, he loses control of his power. Think about it. Have you ever seen a truly powerful man screaming in frustration or begging for attention? No. The most respected and influential men are those who remain composed, steady, and unshaken, even in the face of adversity. 99% of men react emotionally when tested. They argue when disrespected. They get defensive when someone questions them. They seek validation when they feel ignored. But the 1% who understand true strength, they stay calm and controlled. They know that reacting emotionally only gives away their power. A woman will test you. She might ignore your messages for a while, push your buttons, or even create drama just to see how you react. Let me tell you about Tom. He was dating a girl he really liked, but one day, out of nowhere, she started pulling away. She took hours to reply to his texts. She canceled plans. Most guys would panic. They'd text more, ask what's wrong, try to fix things. But Tom did something different. He didn't chase. He stayed calm. He focused on his own life. And guess what? A week later, she messaged him first. Why? Because his silence showed her that he wasn't desperate, that he wasn't going to beg for attention. And that made him more attractive. If you get upset or try to explain yourself, you've already lost. But if you stay calm, if you show that nothing she does can shake your inner stability, you instantly become more attractive. That's when she realizes, you're different, you're in control. How do you apply this? When she tests you, smile and remain calm. If she tries to make you jealous, don't flinch. If she throws attitude, don't match her energy. Respond with poise or don't respond at all. When someone insults you, ignore them and let your actions speak. A man who reacts emotionally gives the other person control, but a man who stays composed forces others to respect him. When things go wrong, stay patient and act with wisdom. Life is unpredictable. Challenges will come, but your power lies in your ability to respond, not react. The greatest men in history, from Marcus Aurelius to modern-day leaders, understood that true power is emotional discipline. Only weak men allow emotions to control them. A strong man masters his emotions, and because of that, he commands respect, influence, and attraction without saying a word. Number 6. Don't always be available. Scarcity creates value. Are you the kind of guy who always responds immediately? The guy who's always available, always ready to drop everything for her, always saying yes to plans? If so, you're unknowingly lowering your value. Here's the truth. Anything that is too available loses its value. It's human nature. We chase what is scarce. We appreciate what we have to work for. And the same applies in relationships. If you're always within reach, you become predictable. And predictability breeds indifference. Most men make the mistake of thinking that being readily available makes them more desirable. They think that by always being there, they're proving their loyalty. But in reality, it has the opposite effect. When you're too available, there's no excitement, no challenge, no intrigue. The men who truly stand out, they make her wonder, where is he? What's he doing? Why isn't he chasing me like everyone else? The moment a woman starts asking these questions, she becomes more invested. 99% of men are always available. They answer texts instantly, always say yes to plans, and make themselves too easy to access. But the 1% who understand value? They know that scarcity creates demand. They have lives outside of their relationships. They make their time valuable. So how do you apply this? Don't always text back immediately. Give it some time. Let her miss you. Let her wonder what you're up to. If you respond instantly every time, there's no anticipation. Have a life outside of her. A man who is always available sends a subconscious message. I have nothing better to do. But when you're focused on your own goals, hobbies, and ambitions, she sees you as someone worth chasing. When she sees you're not easy to get, she will respect and desire you more. If she knows you have priorities beyond her, she will value the time she does get with you. A Stoic man values his time. He doesn't waste it on people who don't appreciate it. He doesn't chase. He builds a life so fulfilling that others naturally want to be part of it. The moment you stop making yourself so easy to access, you instantly become more attractive, more respected, and more desired. Number 7. Have a bigger purpose. A man on a mission is irresistible. Do you have a goal bigger than yourself? Or are you just drifting through life, waiting for things to happen? Let me tell you something. Women are naturally attracted to men who have a clear sense of purpose. A man who knows what he wants, who is building something, who is driven by a deeper mission, that is the kind of man who commands admiration. Most men make a critical mistake. They make women the center of their universe. They prioritize chasing relationships instead of chasing their own growth. They drop their personal goals the moment they meet someone new. They shift their focus away from their ambitions and toward keeping her happy. But here's the truth. If a woman becomes your main purpose, you will eventually lose both your purpose and her. Think about the men you admire the most. Are they the ones who sit around waiting for love? Or are they the ones out there making an impact, constantly improving, pushing their limits, and building something meaningful? A man with a mission doesn't need validation from a woman because he's already fulfilled by his purpose. That confidence, that certainty in his path makes him incredibly attractive. Women want to be part of a man's journey. They don't want to be his entire journey. So how do you apply this? Set long-term goals in 3 key areas: career, fitness, and personal growth. What do you want to achieve in the next 5 years? Define it. Write it down, then start working toward it every single day. Work on yourself daily. A man who is constantly evolving, learning, and improving naturally becomes more attractive. The more you level up, the more respect you command, not just from women, but from the world. When she sees you have ambition, she will admire you more. Women don't respect men who live without direction, but when she sees you driven, passionate, and committed to something bigger than yourself, she won't be able to ignore your presence. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Your duty in life is not to please others, but to improve yourself." A Stoic man knows that his mission comes first. He doesn't chase approval. He builds a life that attracts respect, admiration, and opportunity. The moment you stop chasing and start building, everything, including the right woman, will naturally come to you. Number 8. Be playfully confident. Humor is the fastest way to her heart. Ever wonder why some average-looking guys seem to attract women effortlessly? Why they don't have model looks or millions in the bank, yet women genuinely enjoy their company? Here's the secret: they make her laugh. They know how to turn any situation into something fun, engaging, and full of positive energy. Confidence is attractive, but playful confidence? That's magnetic. Women love men who can make them feel comfortable, excited, and at ease. A man who knows how to tease, joke, and bring lightness into a conversation stands out. He makes her forget about her stress, her worries, and instead makes her enjoy the moment. But here's where most men go wrong. They either take themselves too seriously or they try too hard to be funny. The key is balance. You don't need to be a comedian. You just need to be comfortable in your own skin and not afraid to be playful. So how do you apply this? Master light teasing and playful banter. If she says something ridiculous, don't just agree. Challenge her in a fun way. Example, if she claims, "I'm amazing at cooking," respond with, "Oh, really? Is this one of those burned toast as a specialty kind of skills?" This kind of playful challenge creates chemistry. Don't take life or yourself too seriously. Be willing to laugh at yourself. Women love men who can joke about their own flaws in a confident way. Example, if you spill a drink, instead of getting embarrassed, say, "Well, at least I keep things exciting, right?" Owning your imperfections makes you seem more self-assured, not less. Use body language, tone, and expressions to make interactions fun. Confidence isn't just in words, it's in how you say things. Smirk a little when you tease her. Hold eye contact when you joke. Lean in slightly when you deliver a playful line. The way you carry yourself amplifies the attraction. A true Stoic can smile even in adversity. That's real strength. A man who takes life too seriously becomes rigid, stressed, and unattractive. But a man who carries himself with lightness, ease, and humor, that's the kind of energy people gravitate toward. Attraction isn't just about what you say, it's about how she feels when she's around you. If she associates you with fun, laughter, and good energy, she'll want more of that. And the best part? When you embrace this mindset, you'll enjoy life more too. Number 9. Remain calm under pressure. The ultimate display of strength. Have you ever seen a man lose his temper in front of a woman? Maybe he snapped because she was teasing him. Maybe he overreacted when she pulled away. Maybe he got emotional when she challenged him. What was her reaction? She lost respect for him instantly. No matter how physically strong or successful you are, if you can't control your emotions, you are weak. True strength isn't about aggression. It isn't about proving yourself through words. It's about unshakable composure, the ability to remain calm, collected, and in control, no matter what happens around you. The most feared and respected men in history were not the loudest. They were the ones who, in the face of chaos, betrayal, or even danger, kept their emotions in check. When a man remains calm under pressure, he commands respect effortlessly. And when a woman sees that nothing shakes you, she sees you as a man of true power. The problem? Most men let pressure break them. They react emotionally when tested. They get defensive when criticized. They get frustrated when things don't go their way. They raise their voice to prove a point. And the moment you do that, you lose control. Women will test you. Life will test you. Other men will test you. Not because they're trying to destroy you, but because they want to see what you're made of. And if you crack under pressure, you prove that your strength was only a facade. But if you remain steady, you become someone they can't ignore. How do you apply this? When she tests you, smile and don't react. If she throws an attitude, if she teases you, if she flirts with other guys just to see what you'll do, don't fall for it. The moment you react emotionally, she knows she has power over you. But if you stay calm, if you smirk instead of getting defensive, she'll wonder why you're so unshaken. And that's when she starts respecting you more. When life gets tough, be the calm in the storm. Things will go wrong. Business deals will fail, people will betray you, relationships will end. Weak men break down and complain. Strong men adapt, adjust, and move forward without panic. When you maintain control, you become the kind of man others look to for leadership. When someone disrespects you, never let it shake you. If a man insults you, trying to provoke a reaction, don't give him what he wants. Picture a bar fight scenario. Two guys get into an argument. One man starts shouting, throwing insults, puffing up his chest, ready to swing. The other man, he just smirks, sips his drink, and stays calm. Who looks stronger? Who commands more respect? The one who didn't let emotions take over. The moment you react emotionally, you show weakness. But when you remain composed, you become untouchable. If a woman challenges you, don't let it affect your self-worth. Reacting emotionally gives others control over you. Instead, let your silence and actions speak louder than words. Epictetus once said, "If someone can make you lose control, they own you." A Stoic man is never owned by anyone. He refuses to let external forces dictate his inner peace. He chooses his reactions instead of letting emotions control him. And here's the ultimate truth. The calmest man in the room is always the most powerful. He's the one who makes decisions based on wisdom, not impulse. He's the one who earns respect without demanding it. He's the one who draws people toward him because they feel safe in his presence. So ask yourself, next time you're tested, next time emotions try to take over, will you react like every other man? Or will you stay calm, in control, and let your silence be your strength? Because the moment you master this, you will instantly set yourself apart. But here's something even more powerful. Being calm is important, but if you truly want to be respected, you need to have something bigger than yourself to focus on. You need a mission. And that's what separates ordinary men from the ones who leave a lasting impact. The path to becoming an unshakable man. Are you ready to become the kind of man that 99% will never be? The man who doesn't chase approval but commands respect. The man who doesn't beg for attention but naturally attracts it. The man who doesn't crumble under pressure but stands tall no matter what life throws his way. Everything we talked about today. Mystery, emotional control, purpose, presence, humor, strength under pressure. These are not just techniques. They are the foundation of becoming a high-value man. They are the core principles of a Stoic mindset. The truth is, most men will hear this and do nothing. They will keep making the same mistakes, seeking validation, reacting emotionally, and wondering why they're not getting the respect, admiration, and attraction they desire. But a few, the 1%, will take action. They will start applying these lessons, refining their mindset, and transforming themselves into the kind of men who don't just exist but lead, inspire, and dominate their own path. So the question is, which one are you? If you're truly ready to elevate yourself, to stop making excuses, to embrace the mindset of a calm, confident, and unshakable man, then start today. Take these principles and live by them. Because knowledge is useless without action. Drop a comment below. Which of these 9 traits do you think is the most important? Which one will you start working on first? I want to hear from you. And if you're serious about taking your mindset and life to the next level, subscribe now. This isn't just about watching another video. This is about rewiring the way you think, the way you act, and the way you carry yourself in this world. This is not just a video. This is a wake-up call. The choice is yours. Most men will watch this video, feel motivated for a moment, and then go back to their old habits. But the ones who take action, they change their lives. They stand out. They become the kind of men that others respect, admire, and remember. So ask yourself, are you just here to listen, or are you ready to take the first step? The decision you make today will shape the man you become tomorrow. Are you ready to change? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.